sweet sweat for the commitment you've made in doing this goal. I'm glad to be here with, of course, Carol Dorsch from the Chairman's Office with the Fulton County Commission, my good friend Byron Amos, who is also a graduate of the Atlanta Public School System, and my chief, a wonderful police chief who is an Atlanta native who came through the Atlanta Public Schools like you are doing right now, Chief George Turner. You know, I'm a graduate of Morehouse College, and I would not be a graduate of Morehouse College if I didn't have an opportunity to be a product of the Atlanta Public School System. And being a product of the Atlanta Public School System means I had to go to elementary school, middle school, and high school. And the middle school I attended is now called Gene Young, but it was Southwest Middle School at the time. And I remember my experiences in middle school here in the city. I do not remember ever having an opportunity like this to write an essay that would be heard and evaluated by the U.S. Attorney and certainly lauded and praised by the Chief of Police, by the school board members in the city of Atlanta, certainly by the greater community of leadership in Atlanta. And so this is a great opportunity for you all. But I say that only to say this. This, for me, really, is an incredible opportunity. This, like Sally indicated, is a wonderful learning experience for me. And young people, I want you to focus when I say that. Focus on what I'm saying. I want you to understand this. Because you might think that we're here just because, you know, we don't have anything else to do with our time. Or because we just want to pretend like you have done something we want to come and talk about and say some nice things about. We are here because you're important. We're here because we understand that you are the future. We're here because we understand you are the future. We are here because we understand you are the future. But beyond that, we are here because we are learning from you and with you. And if you think I'm just saying something just to be saying something, let me give you an example of why that is the case. And I'm so glad to be here with the folks, the young people from Kennedy Middle School. But, you know, I live 2 blocks from Brown Middle School. I attend church at Brown Middle School. I certainly spend time at Parks Middle School and have done that in the past, and right around where we have also kind of recreation access as a city. I remember several years ago when you all were still in elementary school working with Kip Ways to send a group of 8th graders to Ghana. And they did a wonderful job raising money and raising awareness about the importance of their trip to Ghana. They came back and did a wonderful presentation for me and the members of the City Council and the community at City Hall about their trip to Ghana. I'm so glad to be here also with the Atlanta Preparatory Academy. And I'm glad that that school is involved and the young people who are here today were involved. But I've got to tell you an experience I had several years ago at Kennedy Middle School. This is an important experience. This echoes what Sally Yates said earlier about her seeing this as a learning experience. And I'm saying this because, young people, I want you to understand how important you are right now in this moment in time. If you go to my website, and I encourage you to do this later, not because I want you all to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, anything like that, but I want you to go and look for a phrase in there where I say, I want Atlanta to be clean, green, safe, and thrive. My vision for Atlanta is a city that is clean, green, safe, and thrive. I didn't just come up with that one day sitting around, you know, eating on some popcorn or something. I came up with that slogan at Kennedy Middle School with a group of 8th grade boys who, after I gave this nice little speech about doing good and getting good grades and listening to your teachers, and I said, okay, I'm going to open it up for questions. and I opened it up for questions. And a young man stood up and asked me a real question. He said, Mr. Mitchell, what are you going to do to make Atlanta a better place? And I realized right then I was on the campaign stump at that moment in time. I had to figure out what I was going to say. So I flipped it. Now, I thought I was going to be smart and really quick and witty. And I flipped it on these young men, and I said, why don't you tell me what it takes to make our city a better place? And let's start with our community, where you and I live every day. And so these young men commenced to tell me, one by one, with specific examples, the kinds of examples you all have produced in these essays, of why and how our city could become a clean, green, safe, and thriving community. And they came up with these concepts of the streets being cleaner, of parks being ready for young people, always ready and prepared for young people to have wonderful experience, grass being cut, and streets being beautified, making sure that our communities were safe, and making sure that educational and housing opportunities were in place. Well, that's the work of a city. I wasn't thinking about that before those young men from Kennedy Middle School stood up and made me think about those issues and made me then say that what they're saying really is the making of a city that is clean, green, safe, and thriving. So when you see me, hear me saying that, and see anything that I've written that says that, that is the result of listening to 8th graders at Kennedy Middle School. I don't take credit for that. That is the guiding principle that I live by and serve by as Atlanta City Council president. It was given to me by 8th graders at Kennedy Middle School. So I say this and all of this, and I've gone on too long, but I say this to underscore to you, young people, that the time you've spent working on these essays is time well spent, not just for you, but for all of us who are here today, for our community and for our city. You are important. What you are thinking about right now is important to us. It's important to the city. It is important to our survival. Know that. So there's no other place in the world right now that I'd rather be. And I can go down to City Hall and hang out down there, or I can go and actually practice law, which I'm supposed to be doing right now. But I prefer to be right here in this moment in time because you are important. You are the future. I am learning from you, and I can only be better in service to this city if I can learn from you every opportunity that I get. So I want to congratulate you, but more than that, I want to thank you. Young people, I want to thank you for taking the time, for going the extra mile, and doing these essays. And as Sally has indicated, you've got more work to do. And we're going to be calling on you to help us save our city. Once again, congratulations. I look forward to hearing the essays here today, and certainly congratulations to all of you, and certainly the winners. Thank you.